Yeah, I mean, it reminds me. I did a podcast episode a while back, and talking about one of the things that is required for us to succeed in anything really is tenacity, right? And so part of that tenacity, like I love the creative angle there, because especially as a buyer in a seller's market, like that creativity can be the distinguishing factor. About as creative as most people get is, hey, are you willing to offer seller financing, right? Like that's about
Right.
as creative as most people get. But like you said, there's thousands of ways to get creative, in this business, right? And I've seen people do stuff like that where they buy a minority share. I've bought minority shares in laundromats before.
And by
I
the way, my motivation for selling a minority share is to get back into that passive income lifestyle that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Because when I travel and I have to deal with something, if I have a minority partner that in our arrangement, they know that X number of days a year, they're dealing with the operations and headaches and anything that might arise, that had a lot of appeal to me. So
Yeah.
I was willing to give up, of course, for a profit, but I was willing to give up a certain percentage so that I now had someone I could rely on when I'm not always in Northampton or near my laundromat.
Yeah. Well, and that what you just said is key. And I talk to my consulting clients about this a lot, right? Is what you need to do, whether you're talking with an owner or a landlord and you're negotiating a lease, right? What you need to do is figure out what's important to that seller or that landlord, right? Figure out what's important to that seller and figure out a way to help them get what they want. Like for you, right? Empty nester, you're looking to make things more passive, you're wanting to travel more. So if I know that as a buyer, my brain kicks into overdrive saying, okay, how do I solve Jason's problem? Right? How do I help him make his business more passive in a way that benefits him, in a way that benefits me, so that everybody wins?